So.
All right, colleagues, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for our online session with Coach Julian and Geir Steenkamp. The gentlemen are settled in Cardiff ahead of the opening match against Cardiff on Saturday, the Vodacom URC. We have got Julian's battery. You sorted out your battery, Jules?
Yeah, my ding is nou op charge, buddy. Ek is nou shopping to go. Middag almal.
Cool. So we've got 15 minutes for the session. I think before we begin, Cardiff, you guys have just settled in. How's the weather looking?
Yeah, we got at the hotel about 10 o'clock. Weather is actually looking great at all. The Jared who I'm rooming with, if the weather can stay like this for the whole week, it would be perfect. But yeah, no, today is a sunny day. As we drove from Heathrow, it was all sunny, so actually looking good.
Fantastic. Okay, guys, just for a bit of order, let's raise our hands so we can get through this as efficiently as we can. Jan de Koning, your hand is first up. You've got the first question, followed by Ross and then Manus.
Thanks, Menishu. Thanks, Julian. Julian, if we can start with you guys. Obviously, to start the season with injuries and after a loss, how easy or difficult is it to pick up the team and get ready for a competition that's much harder than the Currie Cup?
Yeah, I think it is. Last year we had a similar situation. The difference is that we are touring now. But yeah, obviously we were disappointed. Really felt for the players not being able to lift the cup now twice, 2 years in a row. But yeah, that's sport, and the nature of the season now is that one weekend it's Currie Cup final, the next weekend, or actually the Tuesday or Wednesday, you're on a flight starting your new competition. So I don't think it's something that we're not used to. It's not something new. We have experienced this. And if you're a professional player in this game, it doesn't matter if it's hard, you have to get it done because it's an important job for us to get done this weekend.
Yeah. And the last one from me, what do you expect of Cardiff? I mean, I know they've changed their coaches, or the coach has gone to the Wales setup. What do you expect of them?
Yeah, we've played them plenty of times now. Last year we also played them here. They're a good team, well-coached team, tough team. So it's never easy here. Like Veer mentioned, we would love the weather to stay as is now, but we've experienced different here. So depending on the weather, I think last year they played a very much test match against us, a lot of kicks, contestable kicks. So yeah, we're not sure what to expect from it. It's the first game of the season, so you have prepped on their warm-up games and stuff, but yeah, you don't know what to expect. I think we're more focused on ourselves after the weekend, know what we need to fix, and playing in these conditions now is always a different animal, but yeah, we feel we get better and better the more we do it. So yeah, we sure there's going to be improvement from our last outing out here.
Thank you, Jan. Ross, go for it.
Thanks, Janisa. How's it, guys? Julian, last season, that game against Cardiff, I think you guys would say that you probably should have won it. And it then put you guys behind the 8 ball going into that end of season run where you guys stumbled and missed out on the playoffs. So how important, is it to this time try and overturn that, get a good win there, especially to start the season and with 2 more away games to come before coming back home?
Well, good memory, Ross. It's exactly what it was last year. We came out here first game on tour, and we didn't manage to get the win. We thought we had the ball over the line, and it wasn't awarded. So you're right to set, not to set it straight, but away wins in this competition is invaluable. So for us to get away wins, we got 3 games now. First 3 games of the season is 3 tour games. Yeah, so it would be a massive for us to win these games, and we have to do whatever we can on the day and in prep to win these games. So it's massive focus for us.
And putting away the disappointment of the Currie Cup final, do you think have the guys looked a lot sharper and more game ready in your training sessions leading up to this game. And do you think that that's going to be a boost for you guys in hitting the ground running, going into this match?
Oh, that's a good question, Ross. I think, well, VA is probably the right guy to ask, but I'm sure me having played in the past is you're always really keen to set things right after a disappointing loss. So I'm sure that's what the guys are feeling now individually, and then hopefully as a unit we'll get it this weekend. But I must say we had a little bit shorter prep than what we thought we would have, but we're really confident in how the guys prepared for this week. So well, yeah, is aligned with my opinion, but that's how I felt, Ross.
Thanks. And then for you, just on your side, you're in quite a competitive department there at the Lions, but you've had a good run in the Currie Cup. You've been getting a few more games. Have you enjoyed, being part of that competitiveness to get into the loose trio? And, you're looking forward to this weekend's game?
Yeah, Ross, definitely. I think even because Julian that played can agree with me. You need game time, and last season struggled a bit with injuries and whatever. And yeah, it's been really enjoyed the past few games. Getting minutes on the field is what the only thing that makes you grow and get back where you were even grow from there. So really looking forward to the this weekend. I think it's going to be a good clash. Like you guys said last year, we lost the game in the 80th minute. So we know coming to Cardiff, it's going to be a tough game, but we're really looking forward.
Thanks for those, Ross. Marnus and then Ati. Marnus, yes.
Morning, it is Marnus here of Network. Also weer ek kan nou onthou daar so jare gelede daar by Volksblad het ons nog 'n foto daar vir jou daar geneem toe jy nog was op skool. Dis nou baie jare gelede. Daar's dalk nie eerstens hoe moeilik is dit om
daar so mooi gewees het nou.
Daar's hoe moeilik Daar's hoe moeilik is dit om 'n final, daar's weet dit nou nie goed gegaan het nie, jy weet daar's die back daar te sit. Jy weet as daar's 'n hele gewen het almal gesê ja, jy het nou confidence. Maar daar's hoe moeilik is dit om daar's die naweek om 5 weet nou daar's 5 dae gelede was, jy weet daai ek moet sê daar te sit en daar te sê hulle gaan nou aan daar so weer, ja.
Ja, dit is presies wat jy sê. Dit is die fyn lyn is ek wil amper sê 1 paas en 1 skop en 1 penalty en dan is die emosies swart en wit. Een het ons gesê kom ons maandag in en ons het nie 'n beker nie en ons dit is sleg en mens moet hartseer wees as jy verloor het. Ek meen dit is nie vir jou sleg as jy dan is jy in die verkeerde bedryf. Maar ek dink wat ons die laaste in die Rugby Championship gesien het met veral die Bokke en Australië wat ons hierdie week gedryf het is hoe daai spanne dit reg gekry het om te turnaround. Ek meen die Bokke op Eden Park het verloor en toe die week daarna sit hulle rekordtelling op teen die All Blacks en Australië dieselfde. Ons gesien het wat hulle teen die Bokke gedoen het. Dit is dis internasionale spanne wat dit kon regkry in 'n week en ons het dit gebruik om ons te dryf hierdie week. En dit is maar net, soos ek sê, ons het die game gereview, dis 1 passie, 1 breakdown hierso wat die game verander en dit is iets wat ons gaan moet regkry en veral in hierdie kompetisie waar ons gaan jy moet al jou kansse gebruik en ons gaan dit moet doen.
Ag en dalk net om vir jou daar so 'n redelinghuis. Ek bedoel hoe belangrik is dit daar vir jou? Daarso jy weet ek bedoel 'n vaste fasette daarvoor. Daarso hoe belangrik is dit daar so dominance daar vir julle? Ek wil net dalk net aanhaak daarso julle het ouens vir daarso bykom altyd daarso Dylan en daai Lombards dit. Ek bedoel hoe moeilik is dit om daai ouens daarso op ek moet sê lyn daar te sit daarso met daarso weet daarso jy wil hê voorlangs.
Ja, ek moet sê die al die ouens wat ons ingekry het regtig hulle hande opgesteek. Baie lekker om die ouens in te kry en te sien hoe hulle dadelik ingeslot het en is eisters wat lekker is om mee te werk. So ja, natuurlik ons as Suid-Afrikaners trots onsself en ons set piece en en scrums en ons mol, so ja, vir ons is dit, as ons hierdie kant toe kom, ander kant die water, is dit een plek wat ons voel, ons graag wil dominate. Ons weet natuurlik die werk moet ingaan. Dit gebeur net van self nie. So ja, ons voorbereiding glo ons is goed geweest vir dit en nou moet ons die ja, Saterdag het maak tel. Ja, wanneer daai 80 minute aan die gang is.
Thanks julle.
Thanks, Wannes.
Thanks, Wannes. Lekker om Afrikaans te kan praat, hoor.
Ek stem.
Matty, please bring the English.
Yes, yes.
Hier kom
How's it, guys?
mense.
How's it, Coach Jules? How's it? Yeah.
Ja, die.
Good, Coach. I mean, you've had quite a preseason whereby players were integrated into the Currie Cup. Just looking at the preseason, you know, what was some of the fundamentals that you guys had to work on, and also again looking at to address the shortcomings from last season? Can you just take us through that process?
Yeah, it's always interesting when the Currie Cup is on. You have a very small group that you work with, and like you said, it's time for us to work on the fundamentals. But most of the guys played in the last 4 rounds of Currie Cup, the 2 round robins rounds, and then the semis and the final. So, yeah, I don't even think we have one guy entering from preseason that didn't play in those games. So the integration already took part. And it was good to keep that small group apart just for otherwise the first block is, I think it was 9 games plus the first 5, so that would have been 14 games on the trot for some of the guys, which is quite a big stint with the tour in the middle. So we almost like had to manage that a little bit just to get some freshness throughout this first block. But yeah, I'm sure the next 5 games now, lying here, 3 games on tour and then and the 2 games back home. Yeah, we're really keen to get stuck into it and start the competition off well.
I mean, the expectations in terms of the execution from the players, executing the tactical plan, some of the things, you know, that they got wrong. They could have sort of fell short last year in terms of the decision makings, failing to close off games like the match that Ross mentioned against Cardiff. You know, is it something that you guys sort of wanted to work on, sort of addressed in the off season?
Yeah, you're right. I understand your question now. So you're basically asking, did we address those, like just closing out games and maybe sorting that out to make sure you win, you come on the winning side of close situations. And I think that's always something as a coach you would like to get that alignment between what the coaches want and what the team needs and what the players decide on the field. So that's constantly something that you're working on in training, reviewing. I think there was a lot of chat about our decision making on the field this past weekend as well. So that's something constantly you need to get alignment on and focus on. So yeah, it's hard to simulate those situations the same as what it would be, say, for instance, in a Currie Cup final. But the more we talk about it, the more we experience those situations, we believe the decision making within those situations will become better. So that's why experienced players make better decisions. So yeah, I think our team is getting more and more experienced. I hope that answered it better to now.
Yeah, no, that's good. Thanks, Coach. Coach, just looking at last season's start, 2 wins at home, 2 wins away against, I think it was Zebra and Dragons. I mean, those 2 wins away in tough conditions against the Zebra and the Dragons showed that the team had sort of mustered some resilience. Do you sort of fall back on that heading into this the start of the season right now away from home?
Yeah, those games are the games that give you confidence in showing, because both of those games were really tight. I think the Zebra was 10-9, the result at the end, and the Dragons was, I think, 22-18, something like that. So both of them were close games. It wasn't, and it's never easy playing on tour. So those wins do give you confidence, and then hopefully then we can replicate that and be even better when the same situations arises. So yeah, we're looking to take confidence out of these games now, and I think obviously we were really disappointed after the final. Like Via mentioned, that's just, if you're not disappointed, you're in the wrong game. But we feel we were confident leading up to that final. We know what the mistakes would be made, and like Via said, 1 pass, 1 breakdown, whatever it was, that makes a massive difference. So we don't want that to dampen our confidence too much, because we felt we were in a good space, and hopefully we can carry on with that and then start the URC on a good note.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Brazil.
Archie, thank you very much. We'll go Walter and then we'll finish off with Jan.
Terug julle terug weer by die Afrikaans. Ek wil net gou vra wanneer gaan julle die span bekend maak?
That'll be tomorrow, 11 o'clock our time, Walter.
Okay, dankie. En dan een ander ding wat ek net wil opbring is dat die Hawkers het seer gekry in die Currie-beker voor die eindstryd basies en ons het toe nou in die eindstryd met basies met nuwe ouens gespeel en ek dink ons kon sien daar was 'n bietjie probleme in die lynstane. Daar was veral 'n paar lynstane wat die Leeu's op naby aan die doellyn gehad het van Griekwas waar dinge nie so lekker geloop het nie. Het julle tyd gehad om dit reg te maak voordat die URC nou begin?
Ja, Walter, ek moet vir jou sê, Franco en Warner Brandon wat nou gespeel het in die finaal is albei ervare hakers wat ons hardback en ons het gevoel ons het eintlik in 'n situasie dat ons te veel goeie hakers het want as jy nou dink met Beere en Versaghi en Franco en Moras en ons het nog vir Marne Grobler by die huis. Dis 'n klomp goeie hakers wat ons almal voel kan goeie rugby speel. So ja, ons het natuurlik is dit hartseer om ouens aan beserings af te staan, maar ons het geen twyfel gehad of daai ouens die werk kon doen nie. En ja, in daai final, daai lyn staan op die doellyn was al 3 in 'n ry gewees. Eerste twee het goed gegaan, ons het penalties gekry. En toe die derde een is dit nog vir die Crowders of die Calling. Natuurlik is 'n coach Barry's sal daai goeders uitgesort het saam met die spelers, maar soos jy sê, dit is nie ideaal om daai lyn staan te verloor nie, maar ja, dit gebeur op alle vlakke en dit beteken nie dat ons nie confidence het in die eisters wat nou daar speel vir ons nie.
Okay, dan net 'n vraag vir Weje oor die spelers se selfvertroue. Ek weet dit is nou 'n paar keer gevra, maar het julle ouens darm na die finaal nou julle koppe gelig en het julle julle selfvertroue teruggekry of gaan dit eers met 'n wen kom?
Ja, soos ek sê, ons het goeie semifinal gehad. Die finale het nie gegaan soos wat ons wou obviously nie, want die verloor en ja, ons het maandag het ons 'n lang meeting gehad en ons het daar gepraat en soos ek genoem het met die bokke en Australië, ek wil amper sê ons moet net daai spanne se wat hulle reg gekry het doen dat by ons en ek dink definitief ons het maandag en dinsdag baie goeie voorbereiding gehad by oefening en die ouens lyk goed. Ek soos coach Julian ook net gesê het is ons spelers weet dit is nie meer dis een seisoen na die volgende een toe, so jy kan nie een week as gevolg van erge verloor, dit is 'n feit. Jy kan nie hierdie week afswitch en dink hierdie week jy moet weer dadelik van maandag af moet almal reg wees op dieselfde bladsy en dan kan ons gaan en ek dink dit is wat ons hierdie week gedoen het. So ons gaan die naweek in met conference en ek dink ons het 'n goeie week agter die rug.
Dankie.
I say dankie Walter. Jan, you'll get the final one before we release Weje and Jules.
Hy is die begin en die einde.
Ja. Wie ek wil iets vra om te herhaal in Engels wat jy in Afrikaans gesê het. Dis eintlik baie lekker analise wat jy gedoen het. Hoe julle die Springbokke as 'n voorbeeld gebruik van 'n span wat 'n wedstryd kan omslaai na 'n nederlaag en dan die volgende week 'n goeie vertoning lewer. Kan jy dit net vir my in Engels herhaal asseblief?
No, perfect. Yeah, I think Monday we as a team go together and like we with the championship that had a few games now. We just said, I think looking at the Boks and what Australia did in the few games now, we can look at the Springboks. They lost at Eden Park. I think if that game was 10 minutes longer, the Boks maybe could have won that game, but they didn't. And that next week, and everyone was sure the Boks, and the next week they put a record win on New Zealand, and I think that just shows the competitiveness in the game in the modern era. Like all the teams are so good. In a week's time, you can turn. I don't want to say you can turn things around, but you can come up with a record win, and then if you win, I don't want to say everything's fine, but yeah, then you have your confidence back, and yeah, we just said we wanna replicate that, do what the Boks did, and yeah, I think hopefully we can do it and take that confidence further into the season.
Wel
Jy
gedaan.
praat sulke lekker Engels.
Nee,
Baie
dis
dankie,
net
Bartie.
Engels van nou weer, jy hoor.
Fantastic,
Alright,
guys.
manne.
Colleagues,
Baie
yeah,
dankie
thanks so
julle.
much. Thanks so much for your time, colleagues. We really do appreciate it. Jules, Via, all the best of the prep, and all the best for
guys.
Saturday.
Dankie julle manne.
Thank you.
Dankie
Lekker
julle,
ons.
cheers.
Dankie.
Guys, thank you.
Bye.